In a small village in northeastern Thailand, a man begins to grow sick. The doctors can find nothing wrong, but every day he grows weaker, thinner, hollow. And late at night, when the village is silent, his neighbors swear they can hear a sound coming from inside his house. A sound of chewing. Because something has crawled inside him, and it is eating him alive from within. They call it the Phi Pop, and once it chooses you, it does not stop until you are gone. Welcome back to Haunted Thailand. Turn off the lights, put on your headphones, and stay close. This spirit likes to hide where you least expect it. The Phi Pop is one of the most feared spirits in Thailand, especially in the rural northeast, the region known as Isan. Unlike the ghost of Mae Nak or the floating head of the Krasue, the Phi Pop has no fixed form. It is not something you can see coming. Because the Phi Pop is a possessing spirit, a hungry, malevolent thing that lives inside a human host, hiding behind a familiar face. Your neighbor, your friend, even a member of your own family. By day, that person seems completely normal. They may not even know what lives inside them. But at night, the spirit feeds. The Phi Pop hungers for raw flesh, for the organs of the living. While its host sleeps, the spirit is said to leave the body or reach out from within it and seek out a victim nearby. It enters them silently, and then it begins to eat. It consumes them from the inside, their liver, their intestines, their life force. And the terrible part is this. The victim often feels nothing at first. They simply begin to weaken, to waste away. Doctors find no illness, no wound, no cause. The family watches, helpless, as their loved one grows thinner and paler by the day, until, finally, there is nothing left to eat. And the Phi Pop moves on to the next. So how does a person come to carry a Phi Pop? The legends of Isan tell several stories. Some say the Phi Pop is born from black magic, a practitioner of the dark arts, a person who studied powerful, forbidden knowledge, but who broke the sacred rules. Perhaps they ate forbidden food or failed to honor their teacher. And as punishment, the magic turned inward and became a hungry spirit that consumed them, and then everyone around them. Others say it can be inherited, passed down through a bloodline, from parent to child, whether they want it or not. And most frighteningly of all, some believe it can spread, that the spirit, when its host dies, will leap into another living person nearby, which means anyone who cared for the sick, anyone who sat too close, could be next. These are what made the Phi Pop so terrifying to the villages of old. It was not just a monster in the dark, it was a hidden enemy, a spirit wearing the face of someone you knew and trusted. When a mysterious sickness swept through a village and person after person began to waste away, fear would spread faster than the illness itself. Whispers would begin, accusations. Who is the Phi Pop? Who among us carries the hungry spirit? And in the darkest chapters of this legend, those accused, often the poor, the elderly, the outsiders, were driven from their homes, cast out of the village entirely. All because someone believed a spirit lived inside them. The Phi Pop did not just consume its victims. It consumed trust. It consumed whole communities. But the people of Isan were not without defenses. When a Phi Pop was suspected, they would call for a spirit doctor, a More Phi, a holy man skilled in dealing with the unseen. The More Phi would perform rituals to identify the spirit and to drive it out. Sacred chants, blessed water, offerings to force the hungry ghost to release its host and flee. Sometimes, the legends say, it worked. The spirit was banished and the sick were covered. And sometimes, it was already too late. You might think a spirit like this belongs only to the distant past, but belief in the Phi Pop has never truly died. Even today, in parts of rural Thailand, when someone falls ill in a way the doctors cannot explain, the old fear stirs. People remember the stories their grandparents told, and quietly, they wonder. Because the most frightening thing about the Phi Pop was never its hunger. It was that it could be anyone. The person beside you. The person you trust most. You would never know until it was too late. So the next time someone you love begins to fade for no reason anyone can name, and you hear, late at night, a soft and steady sound of chewing in the dark, do not go looking for it, because it may already know your name. If the Phi Pop got under your skin tonight, subscribe to Haunted Thailand, and maybe check on the people you love. Next week, we look to the night sky to meet a spirit that flies through the darkness on a mission of its own. The Krahang. Sleep well, if you can.